Alright, Geek Pantsers, it is Chris Mercier, that's Kenneth Levitsky, and we are talking wrestling! It's wrestling!
Yeah!
Hey, man.
Demolition's back in WWE, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Although,
Hall of Fame time, baby.
I gotta say, I'm surprised that they weren't put in sooner.
Well, they had a lawsuit open or something, I guess.
Oh, right. Yeah, the concussion lawsuit.
Must be done with now because they're suddenly back in.
That's right. I forgot about that.
And I'm down with it. I'd love to see Demolition at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, I'm all in. I was never like...
I was a Demolition guy before Legion of Doom guy, or Road Warriors guy.
Yeah, you were. Because I got into them a little bit later.
Yeah.
So, like, when I was able to watch wrestling regularly, well, they were bad guys. I didn't like them. I wasn't a Kiss guy. You know what I mean? I wasn't a Road Warrior guy.
But just like from memory, like I'm pretty sure the
Legion
first WrestleMania I ever saw was WrestleMania 6.
Yeah.
And it was Demolition against Andre the Giant Haku for the tag titles.
Yeah.
And that was an awesome match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so, like, fuck, man, they came out with spikes and shit and the mask and...
Yeah,
I don't know. Crush joined them. And,
I don't know, man. Yeah, but like I said, like I didn't get it. Like the Legion of Doom, I was in right away.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
What a rush!
I don't know that I would have liked the Road Warriors per se, because the gimmick for Legion of Doom was tailor made for kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, that was a really smart.
Even the name, like that sounds like it right out of the comics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Legion of Doom.
I didn't need to watch Mad Max.
No.
To understand the gimmick or why it was there. Although it is funny now, like with the internet, where you get to see how huge the Road Warriors were.
Yep.
And how many tag teams were ripoffs of them.
Yep.
And all they did was rip off Mad Max.
Yeah.
That's it. You know?
Like, straight from Mad Max.
And, like, Demolition is an example. Like, that's WWE's version of the Road Warriors.
Yep. Until they got the Road Warriors.
And Sting and Warrior, they started off as the rip-off team, too.
Yep.
Now I can't remember their names. He was actually Sting. Whoa, wasn't Warrior was...
You go by Jim Hellson?
No, yeah, Jim he was...
Went by his real name, or?
No, he went by... It's kind of the same idea, like...
Oh, something Warrior. It was some stupid... Something Warrior.
No, I think the first one he ever said, it wasn't... Because there was Dingo Warrior.
Yeah, that Dingo Warrior, that's what I was thinking of.
But that wasn't the one.
That wasn't what he was with Sting?
No, it was something else.
Who in the hell would think Dingo Warrior is a good name?
Probably James Bryan Hellwig. Like, if I were...
You know what's badass? Dingoes.
If I were to get Blade Runner Rock, that's what it was.
Blade Runner Rock?
Yeah, because Sting was Blade Runner Sting, and they were the Blade Runners.
So he was Rock.
Yes, but specifically Blade Runner Rock.
Why didn't he go by, like, Slash or something that went better with Sting?
You know what? Actually, that's probably the Booker. The Booker was probably like...
You Rock.
You're Sting.
And your paper? No,
you're Rock.
Sting. What?
Yeah, like, that's probably what it was. I don't know that... let's see if we can... Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe, because because Steve Borden was originally also called Blade Runner Flash.
Oh, Flash and Rock.
But then it was Blade Runner Sting.
Yep.
He started his career as Flash. Okay. Where he was in a tag team with Jim Justice Hellwig.
Justice?
As members of the Power Team USA stable. Okay. But this is also like in all California championship wrestling, right? Like, this is
early.
Stupid, dirty California indie.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say stupid, dirty, but it's probably dirty.
California indie.
Yeah.
Stupid, dirty.
At 86 is when they went to... Oh, yeah, hold on. And then he and Hellwig joined the CWA as the Freedom Fighters. They worked together for a little while there. Oh, 2 years. That was it.
That was it? 2 years?
2 years.
They went through that many different names in 2 years?
Well, because they went to different companies, right?
Oh, that's a lot of companies in 2 years.
Yeah.
Talk about bouncing around.
Yeah, like, I know it's territories back in the... Like, at that point, it's still territories. I know that much. But I generally assumed that you had, like, one primary base. Like, Ric Flair and Dusty had NWA.
Yep.
And then they would travel off. So that, like Jerry Lawler in Memphis, right?
Yep.
And wherever Jarrett's were Memphis too? I don't know. I think they might have been Tennessee. I think you might be right.
Well, Memphis is Tennessee too, though.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Memphis
that's
is down
correct.
the road from Nashville.
Now I feel like we're in It's Always Sunny. Wait, Philadelphia?
These fucking
Pittsburgh is in
Canadians.
Philadelphia?
We know nothing about America.
They know less about Canada than we do. About
Talking about
Jeff Jarrett.
Jeffrey Jarrett. Where did Sting go? Okay, so like Warrior ended up going to WWE in like the late 80s. WCW didn't exist till early 90s, right?
Continental Wrestling Association.
That's where Sting went?
This is the Jarretts.
Oh.
Jerry Jarrett. So Continental.
Double J.
Yeah, okay. Usually referred to as Mid-Southern Wrestling or the Memphis territory. So yeah,
okay.
they were another
they were
company. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But his dad was... the CWA was the governing body of that particular region.
Wow.
Interesting.
Powerhouse.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
Speaking of Powerhouse.
Vince came along.
Speaking of Powerhouse.
Yeah.
Jay fucking Uso.
Jey Uso.
I will say this. While I was not thrilled at the finish of the match, because I was just surprised at it, right?
I swore and turned off the TV.
I was stunned. I was just like, oh, wait, what? Really?
I was you at at WrestleMania 39.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was me at the Rumble.
Yeah. Well, but like in retrospect now, like the way Cena was acting should have been blatantly obvious that he wasn't winning.
Mm.
And I think about it now, and I kind of find it more interesting that the story is that he keeps losing, but he's trying to keep win. And his Scrum promo
was interesting.
Was heely. He was very heelish in that.
Yeah.
There were some things that he said that I was like, you could go either way.
Yeah.
Like, you could just go like, well, I'm fucking John Cena, right?
Yeah.
Or you could go like, fuck you, I'm John Cena. Like, I'm gonna hold my boot down on you, right? Like, I'm gonna bury people because I'm John fucking Cena. So yeah, I was kind of interesting to see that, but
yeah, it's very interesting.
But the reason why I brought up Jay first is because the promo on Raw, I thought, was one of the best promos that he's done in a while.
Because it was all from the heart.
And even if it wasn't, he's definitely been hitting acting classes. Okay.
His brother's still better.
I disagree.
I think Jimmy's way better on the mic.
I disagree. I have actually thought Jay was better on the mic for the longest time. But the yeet thing got over really quickly. Because I remember we were talking about that, and it went from like these like passionate promos, and all of a sudden it was like yeet this, yeet this. And I remember like,
it's too much.
Oh, right. And so then we were talking about how we would like to see more of a mix between the two, right? So, but his promo, I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
It was a great promo.
It sold me on it. And it actually sold me enough that I was like, I really don't care who he challenges. I knew he was going to challenge Gunther.
Yeah.
But I was also still kind of in that mindset where maybe he doesn't challenge at WrestleMania because they floated that idea for Cody that they would just kick it down the can, right?
Yeah.
Which I would have hated. I really don't like that even came up in conversation. Like, well, why don't we just have Cody say, you know what, I'm going to step aside, let The Rock do his business, and then whatever's left I'll take at a later date. That's so dumb.
Dumb as fuck.
It's so dumb. Because it's also like, well, why not just win the Money in the Bank then?
Then it was, well, WrestleMania's 2 nights. Why doesn't Roman just wrestle 2 nights? He ended up doing 2 nights anyways.
Yeah.
He could have easily just fucking did that instead of doing the tag match.
Yeah, exactly. Now, to be fair.
Yeah.
We're not saying they shouldn't have done the tag match.
No, the tag match is amazing.
Turned out great.
But, I mean, it was right there. Roman Rock night 1, but Rock can't be night 1.
Yeah.
Even though he was night 1 anyways.
But also, it's like,
what?
So he can't be night 1, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But then he's night 2, okay, well, he's still not winning. Like, he's
still not winning.
And even if he does win, let's just say, even if he does win the title, right? He's not holding it for a long period of time. So it's eventually going to end up being Roman's anyway.
There's no way he was going to win because he disappeared immediately. He had a movie set up to leave. Like,
yeah.
So I'll never ever understand it. I'll never, like, Roman and Rock night 1, Cody and Roman night 2. Simple. They could have just said Cody takes on the winner
Yeah,
of the night one match.
that's it. That's all.
And then Cody goes, I hope it's Roman because
Yeah, but at this point, I don't really care
I don't
who
really
it is.
care.
You know, and it ends up being Roman, and then he finishes the story.
Because
Finishes that chapter.
It would have played out the same.
Yeah.
Like the exact same. It would have still been Rock on night one, and it still would have been Roman winning night one.
Hell, you could even have had Seth and Cody wrestling to see who goes.
There you go.
To night one.
Yeah.
So it's still in jeopardy for Cody. Cody still has to win.
Yep.
You know, or Seth has to win, right? And but you could do like the amicable babyface type of thing. They're both just like, look, I'm gonna come at you with everything.
Yep.
But if you beat me, no harm, no foul.
Oh, Seth was champion at that time, so that would have worked.
Oh, right. Yes, that's right, because you got cashed in on.
Yeah.
And then, or no, he lost to Drew, and then Drew.
Yeah,
got
well,
cashed
there
in
you go. Seth was busy with Drew, anyways.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to be involved with Cody at all.
No, but yeah. So
yeah.
Anyway, so overall, though, I have to say, like, regardless of the fact that they're saying this has been the plan for months or whatever, that promo sold it for me.
Yeah.
And I will actually give Jay some leeway. We've got time. He can, like, they can work together. They're gonna have a great match. Like, I honestly don't think that this is gonna be a bad match.
It's not gonna be a bad match, but also, it just fucking happened at Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
If Gunther would have beat him dirty, it would have been different. But he beat him clean. And so what the fuck is the difference?
And they gave it away on free TV.
Exactly.
So, like, I will say their argument about how he
now it's a WrestleMania main event. We just watched it.
How, like, I will say that I think that they're saying he was the plan for a while, but he really wasn't.
I don't think it was.
Because, like, again, like you said, like, you didn't see Shawn Michaels and Austin in a singles match until WrestleMania.
Right.
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 Like, and on top of that, even if they did wrestle, it wouldn't have been for the title.
Right.
And we all would have been like, oh, this is just a bullshit thing. Like, there's going to be run-ins. It's going to be blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if Austin got beat clean by Shawn Michaels before he won the Rumble, when he won the Rumble, I think, people still would have been like, but they would have been like, but Shawn already fucking, like, beat the shit out of him. Like, he destroyed him. Like, he didn't, there is no, maybe Jay had a chance? No, he got beat. But,
I tell you what I would have done. Here's what I would have done. I would have had Cody and Kevin the week prior at Saturday night's main event. And I would have had Jay and Gunther at Royal Rumble. Gunther beat him dirty. Jay entered the Rumble and win it.
Exactly. I agree. I love that.
That is what I would have done.
And beats him dirty.
Beats him dirty.
Like, sure, you can still have him, like, beat the piss out of him.
Yeah.
But the initial is just a gross cheat, like a blatant cheat where he's like, I don't even fucking, I get disqualified.
Like powerbomb.
No, not even.
Kick, whatever.
He just flat out looks him in the eye, looks at the ref, and just full on kicks him in the nuts. Like, just dirty. Like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Yeah. You're a piece of shit. Like, you're dirtying my ring.
Exactly.
Like, fuck, and then like pummel him.
And that would have pumped you for WrestleMania.
And then, like you said, so he's beaten. Like, he's bloody.
Yeah.
Comes out to the Rumble. At 30, they would have shit their pants.
Wins the Rumble.
And then wins it, and he's still, like, bloody. He's still wearing blood.
Calls Gunther out right there.
Right then and there.
None of this bullshit. Let's hot shows to see who I'm going to fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No,
that's what I would have done.
Then, I'd be like,
I would have been pumped for it then.
Oh.
I would have been like, yes!
Oh, yeah.
Instead of me watching him beat him clean the week prior. And
but,
I don't know.
But here's the other thing, though. And here's the part that I have to say, Daniel Bryan was never supposed to win, right?
Yeah.
The crowd. Like, I know people are like, well, he moves a lot of merch, so I guess that's what matters. Like, yeah, it does.
It does matter.
Okay? Like, honestly.
I wasn't happy about it, but in the end of the day, I was like, well, of course he's going to win.
Yeah. If LA Knight wasn't moving merch.
Yeah.
Do you think LA Knight would have gotten pushed as hard as he did for a short amount of time.
Yeah, that was a weird way of pushing someone.
But you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
like,
Now Shinsuke has it, and he's nowhere.
well, you know what's disappointing? Did he even enter the Royal Rumble? Because he had a secondary title. Why wouldn't he want the world title?
No, I don't think he was.
Oh, I'm just saying that's my
Was
argument
he?
for Lyra.
No, he was in the Rumble.
He was, yeah.
He was in the
He
Rumble.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
IC and US champ in the Rumble for some reason.
Look, hey, look. My argument is, why wouldn't I want both belts?
Yeah.
You know, why wouldn't I do a belt collector gimmick?
Yeah, I mean,
Honestly,
or
straight up.
I don't know, defend the title you have, and that can go to all 4 secondary champions right now.
Yeah, no. Hey, look.
I'm gonna be honest with you, buddy. Wrestling's been making me bitter lately.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be making me happy.
Yeah.
And I've been bitter.
It all comes from day one, or Raw, like Netflix Raw 1, the first episode.
Yeah.
That's where everything shifted.
They wrapped up all
to the
WrestleMania stories.
Point where we're just like, whoa, what?
Yeah, on a
What?
random Raw.
Now, I don't, like, I'll say this, Jay winning and Charlotte winning are both like, well, of course.
Yeah.
Like, Jay winning is like John Cena winning, like, at his peak, like Super Cena. Like, who was gonna win, right? Yeah. Unless they were in a program with him.
Yeah.
He's winning.
Yeah.
Right? So it's, and also, I love Jay, so I'm happy for him. Like,
I'm happy for Jay. I'm
right?
not happy
I know.
for Jay.
I know.
The booking has been fucking garbage lately.
Yeah. Ugh.
Like, horrible.
I don't know what.
Like, I'm almost like, was WrestleMania 40 so good because you were wrapping up Vince's stories? Could you not fucking book?
Yeah.
That's like the way I've been feeling lately.
Well, again, like I said, like, okay. Well, I'll wrap up Jay really, and then we'll dovetail into. So Jay overall happy.
Yeah,
I think the match is going to be great. He has to win.
It, in my opinion, should be an opener on one of the nights. That's not a main event.
I disagree tentatively. As long as they continue to do similar shit like they did with, like, last week or this last Raw, like that angle where you didn't see Gunther but you saw Jay fall was awesome, and then he beats the shit out of Jay, like pummels him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, yeah. So if we can do 2 months of that, Jay coming out and just annihilating him, and they're like back and forth or whatever, they will build towards it. It'll be main event, I think. But I am not sold. I'm like covering
it's
on
just,
it's going to be eh.
The way I see it is they're going to have Cody be the final on one of the 2 nights. And I think it's about time the women get a main event at one of the WrestleManias. Because the Bloodline has eaten up 4 years straight.
Yep. No, I agree.
So I really think one of the women should be main event on likely night 1.
Well, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Charlotte and Tiffany as
the main.
As the main.
Not Rhea.
Yeah, I agree. I want it to be, and it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But hashtag Charlotte.
Hashtag Charlotte.
And again, I'm not mad at her either. Like, you know, but it's her situation is different because it was like Jay. No one saw Jay winning. So that was A legit surprise, and B, they can still work around it.
Yeah.
If the fans shit all over it,
the
next couple of nights, they would have shifted gears. They wouldn't have been all in behind him, backing him, and all this. But like, they have her coming out, cutting borderline heel promos, but they tell us that when she comes back, she's going to be a heel, or a babyface, and she wants to be a babyface.
Yeah.
But then it's like, then be a babyface.
Yeah.
Like, don't, like, if you're gonna be Charlotte Flair babyface, use your injury as a, like, this isn't me coming back and, like, annihilating everybody.
Come back different.
And don't win the Rumble.
Don't come out in a fucking gown. When the ref goes up there to open the rope, say, no, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I got it. What?
Yeah.
She's getting in the ring by herself? Be a face.
But also, yeah, like, I honestly, it would have been way more surprising if she lost.
Yes.
And Roxanne beat her. Like,
yeah.
Roxanne
that would have been
dumped
huge.
her, and Roxanne wins it.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been absolutely nuts.
That would have been nuts.
Now, it wouldn't. And then, obviously, you'd probably try to now smash Roxanne into like a three-way with let's butcher some words. Considering,
I'll still watch it.
well, I mean,
dirty ass motherfucker.
I would watch it too.
Yeah,
all versions of this three-way, but like,
yeah. Alexa's pop at Royal Rumble blew me away.
Oh,
biggest pop of the night.
I'm angry though. I'm angry because a lot of the theme songs I didn't recognize, so I didn't know who the fuck was coming out until they actually came out. Like Balor, I didn't.
Oh, Balor was. I was like, who the fuck is this? And Balor walked out.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, and like everyone was like, who the fuck? Oh,
Finn
hey,
Balor.
Finn, hey.
Wow, he had amazing music and you got rid of it.
That's cool. That Def Rebel is awesome.
Yeah.
Right, but like I didn't recognize a handful of the music.
No.
And I was just like, what is happening? But okay.
All right.
Charlotte though. Charlotte shouldn't have won the Rumble. Period.
I hope, you know what? I hope Tiff beats her at WrestleMania. That would be huge for Tiff.
Tiff has to beat her.
Huge for Tiff.
But like, the other part though is, even if Tiff wins though, this can't be like bullshit Charlotte sandbagging. Because the match she had with Rhea, remember when she beat Rhea?
Yep.
That was brutal.
Oh yeah.
She made Rhea look bad.
The NXT, when she had the NXT belt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rhea,
she made Rhea look so bad.
And Rhea, like, not like Rhea was phenomenal at that point.
No, but she was dominating in
but
NXT.
She was still consistently good.
Yeah.
Like, she was, it would be like if Becky Lynch did that to Belair.
Yeah.
Like, just murder her in the ring, and you're just like, why would you do that? And what happened? Rhea fucking suffered because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte's off, then all of a sudden Rhea is like,
yep.
You know, and Rhea is right now, I think, like, she's one of the faces of the company. Like,
100%.
She's like the Cody.
100%.
Like, she's getting mainstream appeal because of her appearance and her attitude and aura, whatever you want to call it, right? That's not happening with Charlotte. I mean,
no, Rhea's huge. I mean, it's probably going to be her and Bianca.
I think it's probably going to be her and Io. I just don't know how they get there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they're doing the match next week.
They're doing the match.
But...
yeah, hard to say.
Because, like, Belair is wrapped up in this tag match until Jade may or may not show up at the Rumble or at WrestleMania, although apparently that's happening. She's a undetermined injury or illness or something, which I think is just code for she is not good enough in the ring to be what she wants, what they want her to be, which is true, and that's all fair.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know...
she'll disappear for 2 years and then end up in Japan with Omos.
Well, he's on his way back. So already,
is he?
Yeah,
is
that's
he
what I'm hearing. I'm hearing he's on his way back.
Man, about time.
So I was happy.
They need a monster.
I was happy for him to do that, go into Noah and get a little bit more different perspective and also a different way of working like a big guy.
I like Omos.
I'm a huge fan.
I'm an Omos sapien.
I'm an Omos sapien as well. I like we talked about him before, and I said like put him on the fucking Mark Henry program.
Yeah.
Because like he's unbelievably young. Because when you look at him, you don't see that he's in his 20s.
No, you do not.
I guarantee, even if he shaved his beard, you'd still be like, I don't know. I think you're like early 30s.
He's so ginormous.
But Alexa Bliss's pop was fucking awesome. It legit surprised me, but I was so pumped to see it.
I was so happy.
Pumped. I also like her variation of Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Where she starts and then turns it into a reverse.
Yeah.
It actually looks way better. Plus her match with Candice LeRae was good, which was always going to be good because Candice LeRae is so good that she makes others better or even look better. But you could tell she's been putting in the work, though.
Well, she was in the training center for months.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, like it wasn't a situation where, like, I was like, you could see Candice doing a ton of heavy lifting. It was more like just kind of guiding her along. Like, we know where we got to go.
Yep.
Instead of you have to come here, you
Mhm.
have to do this, you gotta put your arm, you know what I mean? Like, right? You gotta flip off the crowd,
Yeah.
then you know, whatever. So, I will say though, I'm half surprised that Candice LeRae didn't get cut, but also not at the same time because she's been quietly being pushed steadily by Triple H. You can see it.
She's not gonna get cut.
Not that I'm saying she should.
No, but Gargano's his boy, so she's not going anywhere.
Eh, I mean,
Though I heard he was pretty sad about the reaction.
I heard about that too, and I mean,
and
it's
I was like, DIY machine guns we've been watching for like 2 months straight now on SmackDown.
yeah,
Why
and
would anyone be excited for 3 pins?
but also, and the match was fine. But I think that was the other part too. Is that like you knew the match you were gonna get?
Yeah,
Like it wasn't like if you had the Street Profits in there,
right.
and now it's a triple threat, right?
Yeah,
Or
fuck,
something.
Should have made a TLC with the Street Profits.
Oh, and then have the Street Profits win. Ugh.
Go old school.
But I did enjoy the fucking they laid out both of them,
Mhm.
both teams. I thought that was cool. They're like basically just kind of like we're just fucking in it for ourselves,
Yeah,
and I think that's smart because then they can test the waters to see if they're gonna
yeah,
cheer them with a new edge or boo them and be heels.
yeah.
But yeah, put the belts on them already.
It's been way too long.
Or even like Pretty Deadly's another one. Like they've been consistently getting better, so I'm pumped for them. But like that's another part. Like they need to be featured more prominently, so that way
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Okay, I'm good with Rumble stuff. Are you good with Rumble stuff?
I almost. What do you think about the whole Punk Roman Seth thing?
I actually
That
thought that was awesome.
shocked me. I was like, okay, so
Well, hold
Roman
on.
and Seth
First,
got eliminated.
first I got to say this. Yeah, the Punk elimination from Logan Paul
Yeah.
looked scary.
Oh, it looks scary.
It looked so fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like I legit was like, "Oh my god, Punk's gonna die."
He flips so quick.
And then I was like, I hope nothing in Punk got hyperextended
Yeah.
because he just went boom and
Yeah.
landed straight, and I
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh shit, oh shit."
Yeah,
But-
it was so quick.
But then the Raw the what I like about the Rollins stuff though is it's just like the Drew stuff. It makes sense. It's like Kevin Owens. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna fucking snap on these guys. Fuck all of them.
Yeah.
Right? Like fuck you, Punk, because I fucking hate you,
Mhm.
and fuck you, Roman, because I fucking hate you. I've hated you for so long. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But now people are cheering you, cunts. Like fuck.
Yep.
It all makes sense.
I think
I don't want it to be a three-way though.
I don't think it's gonna be a 3-way.
I honestly
I think it's
think
gonna be a fatal 4-way now. I think Drew's getting involved.
yeah, because apparently
Because you know Roman and Seth are gonna end up in the chamber.
that's true. Yep. Yeah.
I do. I think it's gonna be a fatal 4-way.
So then, so you're saying Cody versus those three, or not Fatal Four? Well, but like Fatal Four Way rules. That's what you're saying?
Well, yeah, I guess. Fuck, I keep forgetting that Cody's.
Because I'm now saying that it's Cody and Punk at WrestleMania. And if they're gonna go the triple threat route, then it's Drew, Rollins, and Reigns. But I would rather it just be
Rollins and Reigns.
Rollins and Reigns, and
The match is a long time coming.
and then Drew and
Yep.
I personally would like it to be Drew and
Knight.
LA Knight
LA Knight.
because the two of them could definitely stretch the storyline out.
Yep.
Drew is one of the greatest of all time.
I would say that.
He and Kevin Owens are on like career defining runs right
I would
now.
definitely say that.
So it's like yeah, like LA needs a push. He needs like a bit of a rub. He will get that from Drew.
Yep.
Definitely get that from Drew. Because like, okay, sure, like even if this shit with Drew, like pissing and moaning about the Rumble, even if that's legit.
Yep.
Okay, even if that's real and it's not some sort of like kayfabe bullshit, he is very smart when it comes to making money, making moments. And I think that's one of his things is he's like think about how many moments in the last like 2 years has Drew been a part of.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them.
3 years, 4 years. He was the face since COVID.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
I mean,
but that's what I mean. Like, and then
until
Kevin Owens.
until Roman got back, it was just Drew.
And Kevin Owens is the same thing. Like
Kevin Owens was the same win.
Oh man, his video package with about Sami Zayn was just fuck man.
Yeah. Yeah, like almost scary.
But again, it's the same thing. He's like, you're a fucking terrible friend. You can't fucking be mad at me.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to save everything from this, but then because you thought he was cool, everything was fine.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You watched me almost die, and then in the Rumble, you went and helped Roman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, cool.
I was like, I can't disagree with him.
No.
I can't.
No, not at all. Not at all. But yeah, no, he's but so I do think they're probably gonna go KO Sami Zayn, which
that's
which is great because like I mean, for them to have a fucking WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Although I was really hoping it would be Orton and KO at WrestleMania, but who knows? We still got time. An Elimination Chamber, he could come back for Elimination Chamber. He could fuck over Drew.
He could inside the chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's ever gotten in there before, right?
Mm.
Ever. They don't accidentally leave doors open and shit like that, right? Like, it's possible.
I have this kind of, like, horrible gut feeling that Triple H is going to have Logan Paul win the chamber and take on Cody at WrestleMania.
I really wish you didn't say that, because I feel like now you've
put it out there. Gut feeling.
You put it out there in the ether.
Yeah, and then it'll be Punk and John Cena.
Which, still, I would love to see Punk and John Cena go at it. Honestly, like I really do.
He's in the chamber, and I got this feeling.
I don't think that's going to happen, and I'll tell you why I don't think that's going to happen.
Tell me.
Okay? Because I honestly don't think that Triple H is going to hinge one of the main events on Logan Paul, who can't work a match like a wrestler. Okay? I will say this, and I've said this before, what that guy does in the ring is incredible. Okay? But he doesn't understand psychology.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks he does because the matches are laid out by guys who understand the psychology. So they're saying you're doing this, this, and this. So when he gets reactions because he's doing that, he thinks he's getting the reaction. He is to a degree.
Yeah. The spot's getting the reaction.
Okay, but the spot and the purpose of the spot, okay? Also, when it breaks down, it's bad. Okay? The first 2 minutes of him and Rey Mysterio was not good.
Mm-hmm.
It was bad. And it was bad because you could tell somebody forgot what moves he was supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happened, what happened? Rey had to go, hey, buddy, and they had to kind of reset.
Yeah.
Sure, it ended up being really good for the rest of the match, but again, we're talking, he's in the ring with Rey Mysterio. He's in the ring with one of the greatest of all time, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's in the twilight of his career, name a guy on that roster that doesn't want to have a match with Rey Mysterio. I'll tell you, there will be not one person that'll go, no, I don't want to wrestle.
And time's running out, so everyone wants to wrestle.
Yeah. Like, Kurt Angle has said, like, that was one of his favorite guys to wrestle because you never knew what he was going to get.
Yeah.
But it was going to be awesome. And it was going to be incredible. Like, he was just like, it's fucking, like, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So, I don't think that's going to happen. Because imagine 2 minutes, maybe 3 this time, maybe 4 minutes of miscommunication and fuck-ups, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Logan Paul brings in a lot of eyes, okay?
Yep.
I don't think he's bringing in as many eyes as...
Why did Jay win the Rumble?
Well, Jay won the Rumble because
Merch sales.
merch sales.
Who brings in the most social views?
I could have swore it was
Logan's up there.
Oh yeah, no, he is, but I don't.
They're looking at wrestling as it's I don't know.
No, it is.
Ever
It's a
since-
business. It's a business.
It's a business.
They have to.
Ever
Look at it
since
like that.
TKO took
Well,
over,
yeah. Well,
and it's not so much about how you are in the ring anymore.
which I get, but still,
I got this. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling.
still, I think how you speak to those guys is you go, look, we could make this much money.
Yeah.
Here, but everything has to be perfect. Okay.
Okay.
You can't really rely on Logan Paul. You can't really. You could go, well, yeah, but we could take him to court for breach of contract or whatever. But like, he's got money.
Oh yeah.
He's not beholden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's not a mark. It's like Brock Lesnar in a lot of respects. He's not a mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's just in it for money.
Yep.
The difference, though, is that Brock has less of an ego. Brock will lose.
Yeah.
Brock will lose and he won't care. Like, he won't go, oh, but my character!
Yep.
Like Goldberg. But the kids like my character! No, they don't. But you know what I mean? Like, but he would. In fact, there were times where they were like, Brock's gonna go over, and then Brock was like, no. Why wouldn't he go over?
Yeah.
Goldberg is a prime example. They were gonna have him beat Goldberg, and he was like, no, have Goldberg beat me. And have him beat me quick. You know?
Which was so smart.
Everyone shit their pants, right?
I shit my pants.
Logan Paul, well, so did I.
When it went on YouTube, it was like full match. I was like, what?
Yep.
Full match?
And then, so Logan Paul, and it's kind of the same with, like, Ronda Rousey, too. Ronda's more of a mark, but same thing. Not beholden to the company.
Right.
So, if they go, okay, Logan, you're going to lose, and he doesn't want to lose, maybe he gets sick of losing, right? Although I think he's won more than he's lost. It's hard to say. I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, maybe they'll flip it then. So
I don't think
if
they're going to do
Cena
it.
won at the Chamber, then, or if Punk won at the Chamber,
Yep.
Cena and Logan Paul could happen at WrestleMania.
That's the one I think is actually going to happen. I think that's more than likely what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Because, like, that will be eyes. There'll be eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Every single match that John does now, there'll be eyes.
Oh yeah.
But
I
think, honestly, I do think that that's what they're going to go. I think it is going to be Cody and Punk, which I'm all for.
Yep.
Okay. I do think that Cody retains.
Interesting.
I do think he retains, but
Clean or just someone coming in?
nope. I think he beats Punk clean.
Okay.
I think he beats Punk clean, and Punk beats him at the next pay-per-view, at the WrestleMania Backlash or whatever. They're just calling it Backlash now. That's right.
Yeah, it's just back to Backlash.
Yeah, that's right. So, but I think Cody wins it the entire, like, he retains it the entire calendar year, and then right after that he'll drop it. And I think he drops it to Punk right after.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Punk says, you know what, that was great. I was this close. I could have beat you. I want one more shot. And I think Cody goes, sure, I'll give you that shot. And then it's going to bite him in the ass. Because Punk's going to turn heel and cheat. Not necessarily. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he does beat him, and he beats him clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Big Match John shows up. And takes the title off of...
If John and Punk were the main event at SummerSlam, where John wins, that'd be huge.
Yeah, it would be huge. It'd be huge.
Yeah.
I don't know that they're going to put the title on Punk for that long.
It's really not that long between WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
It doesn't seem like it's
or
that long.
Even the pay-per-view because you said Backlash
Yeah.
is going to win.
Yeah. But it doesn't seem like it's that long.
Yeah.
But and I hate to say this, but I feel like cause Punk could injure himself at any point in time. That's the part that I'm like hesitant about.
Yep.
So while yes, it does. Like, let's say it's like 2 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
We also know that 2 months could feel like 6 months, depending.
It could.
Right. But
well, you can always go on the Braun Breaker schedule.
What the fuck?
And
I think
just,
he's injured. I honestly think he's injured.
mm,
And I think it's twofold. I think he's injured,
yep.
and I think that they're hoping Ilya comes back for Mania, and I think Ilya beats him for the title at Mania.
Yeah, because that story never got wrapped.
No,
And
but
that's what I've been thinking too. They're waiting for Ilya to get back.
that's the one thing that I keep thinking of, because otherwise, like, why wouldn't you just take it off him for Sheamus,
Yeah.
right? And have Sheamus have like a couple of just a quick little run or whatever, and then drop it to Kaiser,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And Kaiser's been working off Braun. He's been working off Butch. He's been working on, although that stuff with Butch was fucking funny, or not Pete Dunne. Sorry. He's nobody's Butch.
Nobody butch.
But so he's quietly working like a bunch of different guys, so he can slot in, and he can slot in with Ilya, no problem.
Yeah.
Like, they could literally just look at each other and he'll go, "Foof."
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Unless Gunther retains because Ilya fucks over Jay. I got injured. You took my spot.
Was he going for the world title?
No, but he was going for the IC. Maybe had he won the IC, not got injured, won the IC, maybe he would be in the main event. All it has to do is make sense to the heel.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true. That doesn't make sense to anyone else.
Yeah.
Right. Possible.
That's kind of where I feel with Braun. I do think he's injured, though. I do think he's injured.
Well, then why not give it to Sheamus? Sheamus could have had it for a month. Given it to Kaiser. Kaiser could have held it for a month. Then you could give back to Braun or someone.
Or even just have him on TV.
Like, just
do something.
Have the belts moving. You finally have the right amount of belts, and you're not fucking doing anything.
Or challenge. Like, actually have challenges. Like, have matches for it.
And also, stop fucking breaking up women's tag teams and factions.
Oh, God, yeah. I think we're good to start talking about the releases, eh?
Oh, yeah. The only other thing I had to say about the Rumble was Penta's feet touched.
Oh, yeah. Penta's feet. 100% touched. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. That's fucked. They fucked up.
Oh, they fucked up.
Fine.
His feet touched.
Oh, actually, while we're on Penta, real quick, his debut, his current run is fucking awesome. That video promo he did, holy shit. Now, because I watch What Culture on. So they cover wrestling, right?
Yep.
So I look at so I watched their video, and one of the guys, I think it was Andy Rooney, he had said his idea was for Chad Gable, right? So Chad Gable is training with luchadors, right? Right now, that's the idea, right? Yeah. So he goes on this 6-month training thing, right? He comes back, he's all lucha'd out. He's like, I'm gonna fucking destroy any luchador who shows up. Ray Phoenix. And Ray Phoenix beats him. Just like Penta.
Is Chad Gable going to come back in a mask?
May or may not. But could you, like, how funny would that fucking be?
I could see that. 100% could see that.
And because, again, like, what I think is great about the current, one of my favorite things about the current crop of wrestlers and the industry right now is that I feel like there's less marks involved because they're treating it more and more like a stage show. Yeah. I'm Rebecca Knox playing Becky Lynch, right?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Because it's also letting them bleed kayfabe. Like, kayfabe is, I think, way more prevalent now than it has been for like the last like 10, 15 years. Because now they're bleeding stuff into real life, and they're saying it's real and all this stuff, but really it's just like, nope.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. But so I like that aspect. So now you get guys like Chad Gable, who's like moments, like Chelsea Green, moments. Yeah, it's great I won the US title. That's fucking huge. But what I really want is for people to go, fuck, man, that Chelsea Green. Like, man, I forgot about life because Chelsea Green is just so fucking entertaining. And Chad's in that gimmick, so he would definitely be the kind of guy that's like, yeah, sure, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna look like a fucking retard, or not a retard, an idiot.
Yes.
But yeah, so I think that would be fucking hilarious. So it's a great idea in my opinion,
It's a great idea.
right?
They could have Penta beat Brock or Braun,
I
and then have Chad come back to go after the IC title again.
you know what, like,
And honestly, give it to him.
yeah, just take.
Chad should get a title.
Oh yeah, he's for sure. I think he's in line. I honestly think he's in line. I think it's just one of those. It's because we're so close to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of moving parts that they have to do,
Yeah.
and because but I will say they fucking dragged out the American whatever American Alpha, not American Alpha.
Alpha Academy?
Alpha
American
Academy.
Alpha Academy?
American Alpha Academy, yeah, whatever.
AAA?
That storyline dragged on way too long.
Well, it stopped, and then, and then suddenly it's
right
back again.
Went right back, which it kind of sucks because like I was getting really behind Maxine Dupree.
Yeah.
Because like they were doing the Dom gimmick where she's a terrible wrestler, right? Mm-hmm. But she's getting better. Now I want to see how she's progressed now. Like, I want to see where she's at.
She was really good in the Rumble for the few minutes she was in.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought she was great.
So like,
yeah,
yeah, like it's just one of those like, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Plus, she just seems like such a really cool person. Like I've seen some
really
backstage stuff with her, like even with the CVV, and I'm just like CVV.
Yeah, CVV.
Fucking Chris.
CVV.
Fucking Chris, but
CVV.
But
you
yeah,
know what? I think it's a little matter of time before that guy ends up on commentary.
You know what?
I'd bring him in, even if it was like for a pay-per-view special guest spot.
Yeah, I think that's kinda...
I would love to see Chris Van Vliet on commentary.
Me too. Okay, so releases. We're
on releases.
Yeah.
And how little sense they make.
Well,
I know you got to release people.
Yeah.
But we're talking like, why them?
Yeah, I don't know why, but like with what? No, it's not. What was her name now?
Blair.
Blair, yeah, Davenport. Bea Priestley, I was gonna call her.
Yeah.
Well, she's back
now. She's Bea Priestley.
Yeah, she's Bea Priestley. She was one of those ones where I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, what?
Yeah. I almost feel like if I was an NXT star, I don't know if I'd want to get called up. Because there's way too much getting called up and then
getting to be fair, it's not like her run on NXT UK and NXT was even that great.
Yeah.
Like, I was very surprised. Because, like, it kind of reminded me, like, of, like, Toni Storm, where it was almost like, do you not know what you have with her? Like, so... I think it might have been more of an attitude thing, or a perceived attitude problem. Not necessarily that she's, a bitch or anything like that, but maybe the wrong person saw something and was like, "Oh, fuck this," because there's still that weirdness.
Yeah, hard to say,
right? But like,
I mean,
she's a good promo, good in the ring,
and they had her
really good in the
working
ring.
with the Unholy Union, and that could have been a faction.
Oh, it made me so mad. Like, it's like, don't do it if you're not going to do it. Because you teased it, and it would have been perfect.
Yes.
They didn't even have to change the name.
No. She fit right in with them. She had the same dark appearance. And...
like, the look matched, but also, she was just different enough.
Yep.
And also, like, I'm a huge fan of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. Like, I really liked both of them.
Alba's not let go, is she?
No, but...
But she might as well.
Yeah, like...
She might as well. It's like the Iconics all over again.
Well,
we have a legit tag team. Let's let go one of them.
Yeah.
Just one.
Yeah.
We got rid of Indy Hartwell last year when she had a tag team going with Candice. Now let's get rid of this one.
Yeah. Although, full disclosure, Indy was quite a surprise. Like, it was a surprise, and then I was kind of like, not really. But then the more I think about it, I'm like, yeah, but like, why wouldn't you have kept her?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She was an NXT champ. I thought she had potential.
She did. She definitely had potential. Like,
she's got a good look. She's tall. She's not like a short one. She's
not everyone has to be like fucking Chris Benoit in the ring or whatever. But like, she could work a match. That was the thing. Like, it wasn't like some of the NXT, because she'd wrestled before. Like, she was in TNA, so she came over. So it's not like she just knew and doesn't know how to work. She knew how to work. She just didn't know how to work their style.
Yeah.
But like this stuff with Dexter Loomis and the Way was priceless.
Index.
Like holy shit! Yeah, Index was great.
Yeah,
just surprising. but yeah, no, the unholy
Isla Dawn really obsessed me.
It bothers me too.
It really. I saw someone post a picture online of like Triple H with Isla Dawn, like this, with her holding the takedown, and they're like, "This was 8 months ago."
Yeah, exactly. She's like,
like.
So Sonya Deville is one of the ones where I've seen come up a couple of times where.
Now she actually released, or is it just we're not renewing?
That's what I've been hearing is that they're not renewing her contract.
So it's not really a release,
right? But like the meme was kind of like oh, when she gets released now you care,
yeah,
right? And I'm like, I'm a fan of Sonya Deville. I have been for a long time, but when she came back, I was like, oof.
There's a lot of ring rust there.
Oof, but okay, visible. Fine. Then they start doing like a weird like manager gimmick for her, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. Even though she basically just started doing the same thing Baszler was already doing.
Yep.
Right. So it was just like yes, her promos. She's the better promo out of all three of them. Like, let's just state that right out of the gate.
100%.
Okay, but like, and I don't want to make it seem like she was an amazing wrestler before, but she was good.
Yeah.
And she was getting better.
She was good.
I actually kind of wished when she came back.
She was always in the spotlight.
I was kind of hoping she came back as the Pride Fighter because I loved that game.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome. Plus, the name is like just a great name, Pride Fighter. Like that's awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
But
to like come back like half a year ago, get a faction. That faction dominated in the Women's Rumble.
Right, but the name is
horrible.
Why would you?
The name is horrible.
Why the fuck?
I'm happy they turned it to PFC, but
even then,
it still sounds like a chicken joint.
Exactly. Like I hear PFC, I'm not like, hey, let's watch wrestling. I'm like, you know what? Yes, I will eat chicken. It is Friday.
Pride fried chicken.
Although, actually, I would buy from that place. I definitely would. Because I mean, like, it's probably going to be really good chicken.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Probably going to be really good chicken. And I guarantee you, they're probably really cool to their coworkers and their employees and shit. Yes. So, but, but, I mean, DeVille, I look at DeVille as, you know what? We're going to send you off. And I look at it kind of like the Naomi thing. Like, yes, Naomi wanted a release.
Yeah.
But I think what DeVille's going to do is I think DeVille's going to go to TNA. I think
that's a spot for her.
That's
not
AEW.
Spot for her. Not AEW.
That's the spot for her. I think she's going to go to TNA.
100% TNA.
And I think, but I also kind of think and this is kind of me just being like, here's hopeful. I kind of hope she goes over to New Japan or to Stardom. And kind of goes over to, at least goes to Japan and maybe wrestles a couple of those wrestlers for a bit, right? But to be fair, she doesn't have to do that because she's a good enough promo. She's got a great look.
Yep.
You know,
she might just go on OnlyFans.
Yeah, she might. And then she could hook up with Mandy again. They could be the tag again.
Well, Mandy and Lacey are hooking up now.
Yeah, why not?
They're selling content together.
I did not know that.
They are.
Good for them.
I saw an image of them in bed together.
Well, I mean,
clothes. They only sell lingerie.
They're not gonna. Yeah. But also where.
Yeah.
I feel like Mac now. Like where are these disgusting photos? Online? Where online?
Where?
But what sites exactly? Yeah. You know, you're like, okay, Mac. All right.
Chill.
Oh, speaking of It's Always Sunny, have you checked out High Potential?
No.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a spinoff or connected or just...
Oh, no. It's basically like, it's Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If it was a mother.
Yeah.
You know, like it's, did you watch Silence of the Lambs, the TV show?
I didn't watch Hannibal, right? No.
Hannibal.
I didn't watch that.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. I was going to start it and then it got canceled, so then I'm like, does it have an ending?
It has an ending.
It has an ending?
It has an ending.
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch it then.
Yeah.
I'm not watching 3 seasons and then not getting a fucking ending.
No. It has an ending.
In fact...
Also, it's fucking great.
In fact, let me just segue quickly into something connected, but not... I've only been watching limited series this year because I refuse to watch TV series anymore.
Oh man,
I'm watching 6 and 8 episode.
I've done it too. I've done it too.
Mini series.
It's all good.
Yeah. Okay, back to High Potential.
It's really good. Like, okay, it's a fun show. Like, it's not like Severance, where you're just like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's just a fun show, but everyone's good in it. Plus, I just love her.
Is it on Netflix?
Caitlin Olsen. No, it's I think it's ABC actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I only started watching it because it's on Plex, so it might be on like Disney or whatever.
Okay,
I can't
yeah.
remember. But yeah, no, it's in my opinion, I liked it better than the AP Bio or whatever that fucking Glenn Howerton show. Because he had his own TV show, I think, for like 2, maybe 3 seasons.
Oh, yeah,
he played teacher. That was good. I liked it. I think this is better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's had like 2 shows under her belt because of the Mick, which is actually pretty good. But she plays more of a D character.
Oh, wait a minute. I think I saw a preview of that now that I'm thinking about it.
High Potential?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I enjoy it. Michelle's watching it with me too. I basically told her, like, while it is the same actress from that show, it's nothing like that show. Because she fucking hates that show.
Does she? Well, I can...
Yeah, she does.
Okay, I saw a trailer for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. The hook...
When you said High Potential, I was immediately thinking it was about stoners.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So who else got cut from WWE that I was disappointed with? Well, okay, so Tegan Knox, that's...
Well, that was last time around.
But that's still... that one stings for me.
I was still bummed about it. I find that see, again, I just feel like women are just getting thrown away.
Yeah, but like...
The guys getting released, I'm like, okay. The women getting released, I was like, why? How the fuck is Apollo Crews still there?
Well, okay, so that's... Yeah, like, I have to say, like... While I am not necessarily surprised that Blair Davenport and Isla Dawn were released because we haven't seen them in ever, right? Like, we saw Davenport in November.
They've been on Main Event.
Oh, okay, that doesn't count to me. I'm sorry, that doesn't count.
That's where they've ended up.
Sorry, no, that doesn't count for me.
Yep.
Nope. But like, I know like they're saying like there was reports that Davenport was going to be part of Chelsea Green's stable.
Yes.
And they were actually really close to that.
I also read rumors that she was going to end up with Charlotte Flair when she came back.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that didn't happen.
As like an assistant or something.
Ooh, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But like, honestly, like they should have just, if you're not going to do the Unholy Union, although they should have, because that would have been awesome.
Yeah, and the name rocks.
But also push them.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't give them the title, then immediately take them off TV.
And they were defending those titles.
Yeah.
Like, they're not like Bianca and Naomi just walk around with them.
Yeah, well.
Doing singles matches.
Yeah. Ugh. That's so... And also, not only that, like, you could have fucking put the belts right back on Unholy Union, right? And still did the whole Belair, Naomi, Cargill angle.
Yep.
Now you're not holding the titles hostage.
Right.
Because it's part of that story. Because obviously the story is going to be now, Naomi is probably going to fuck over Belair once she finds out that she's the one that fucked over Cargill.
Yep.
And then Belair's going to be injured, so now Naomi's the dual tag champ, and then she'll bring in someone else. Okay, well, why couldn't that be Blair Davenport or fucking, you know,
something, man?
Because like now I'm thinking it's only a matter of time before we hear that Alba Fire is going to be cut.
Yeah,
which I really hope not, because man, even though I don't like the name Alba Fire, I wish she was still Kylie Rae.
Kylie Rae is better, but
it is better, but I understand.
Alba Fire went with the name Unholy Union.
Yeah, still, but yeah, no, that cut. Ugh, Isla Dawn, that one stung. Davenport, but Davenport was another one that it stung, but I understand. Like, I get it. I'm like, yeah, well, you haven't been on in fucking weeks.
I would, you know what? If they would just say something like, if they maybe asked to be released, because they're Blair is New Zealand and Isla Dawn is Scotland, right?
Yeah.
You know, they can't fly home on weekends like people in America and Canada can.
Yeah, I don't know, but I guess part of it, I don't want. I don't know. The cuts suck. Like, obviously, cuts suck. They just suck in general.
Cuts suck.
Like, they really do suck.
And
like, everyone's favorite, right? Like, there's always, there's, like Baron Corbin, for instance. Yeah, there was Baron Corbin fans out there that didn't want him to be cut. I was legit surprised.
I thought he was a lifer.
I thought he was like the next Miz.
I thought he was going to run a career and then be a trainer backstage.
I thought he was going to be the next Miz. The guy that, like, you wouldn't think. Like, he's never really a main event guy, but you slot him in whenever you need something.
He just had the tag titles with Braun.
He was on, like, a resurgence to the point where he was actually getting cheered as a babyface.
Yep.
Which has never happened.
Yeah.
Like, the closest he got was when he was doing that poor gimmick.
Yeah, right.
Because it was insanely entertaining.
Funny, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The only drawback, though, was that we all knew what was going to happen. We all knew he was going to get his money back and turn into a douchebag heel again, right? Mm-hmm. Granted, could have done wonders for Madcap Moss without that name. Without that name. Didn't need that name or the laughing gimmick, but still. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just like the AEW cuts. Those cuts are funny though. They're not.
Those cuts are funny
because those are releases. Those are like, okay, fine.
Yeah, fine. You can go.
We've waited long enough.
24 hours later, he starts on NXT.
Well, it was always going to happen.
Like we said the day before. I was like, oh, he's going to be there immediately.
Yeah,
he's already there all the time.
Yeah, that was. It was
I mean, he's
so like with Ricky Starks, it was straight up like literally like, just let me out of my contract.
Yeah.
Right? And same with Miro.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been hearing that the problem with Miro was that Miro, when he was ready to come back, he just didn't want to lose to anybody. Which I was like, is that legit though? Like, is that really the reason? Because he never struck me as the kind of guy that was like, no, I have to beat everybody. Like, his first fucking gimmick in AEW wasn't a evil foreigner gimmick.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a just brutal heel gimmick.
Yep.
He was a fucking video gamer.
Mm-hmm.
That was his gimmick.
I read a rumor about Miro.
Okay.
Remember on Raw when Dominic was telling Finn we need someone else in the group? I read that Miro could be joining Judgment Day.
You know what? I my first immediate thought was he can go to TNA, but if he goes to Judgment Day, I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I think I'd be all right with that. Because I like Miro. I've liked Miro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Almost the entire time. Actually, no, the entire time that I've seen him and Lana, that I was just like, yes. Okay, yes. You need to wrestle with boots, but otherwise, yes.
Yes.
You are awesome. Like, throwback heel, I was like, this is great. But that Redeemer gimmick, I was like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah.
This, right? And okay, like, it sucks that you got injured right at the beginning of what could have been awesome.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, like, was it really just him going like Bob Holly, where he's like, no, I'm just gonna fucking show up, I'm gonna beat everybody, and I'm gonna win the title, and no one's ever gonna beat me ever because I'm fucking Miro.
Yeah.
Right? Or was it just
Bob Holly?
Right? Yeah, Bob Holly. Fuck. Piece of shit.
What other releases were there from AEW?
Well, Malachi didn't resign.
Finally,
but he didn't resign though.
Oh, you know he's not coming back.
Oh, he's.
Oh, you know he's coming back. And when he does, he better have that IC and US title on him real soon.
Oh, man. I
want, just destroy. Come back and destroy.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
I want almost a retread of his NXT run.
Yeah.
Because, holy shit. And because, that's the first time I'd ever seen him. I was familiar with him. I had heard of him.
Yeah.
Right? But I'd never watched
him.
I'd never seen him ever. So when I with the presentation, I was like, okay, holy shit. That theme song? Okay, holy shit.
I literally thought this guy could be the next Taker.
Easily. I was, or Taker adjacent.
Yeah, kind of like Bray. I mean, adjacent. Yeah.
Or like Kane. Less supernatural, but more bruiser type thing.
Yeah.
And then he fucking did this hybrid martial arts wrestling style. The fucking... Indian sitting. You're just
oh man, when he did
boom,
that,
and you're just like,
I was just sitting
what?
in the middle of the ring, just looking around the crowd. Oh,
You know,
oh,
and then the Black Mass.
you know what?
Just pulls him up and then
Oh,
fucking kicks him in the face.
He-
Oh,
he's got to show up on Smack. Him and Shinsuke.
oh God, yeah.
That at WrestleMania. Oh,
Man, I want
I
him
wonder
back
how
so
quick.
badly.
Does he have? He doesn't have a 90-day, does he?
No, I don't. No, I think because I think his was less a release and more of it like he's just not re-signing.
Man, SmackDown.
But
Especially now that
I'm not 100%.
Zelina got split.
Yeah.
If she's on SmackDown too.
You know what? No.
They don't have to be together on TV.
Okay, yeah.
But now they can travel together.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that's I 100%. I agree. I don't. I will say this with Zelina because I like her. I think that she needs to tweak her gimmick a bit.
Mm-hmm.
She's basically just like, I'm a tough Puerto Rican, right?
Now that she's away from LWO, I hope that happens a bit.
Yeah. But,
and I hope she goes up against Chelsea and gets that U.S. title.
Actually, honestly, if they book her well enough, she can take the title.
Yeah.
Like the title, not just
do it.
Secondary.
Give it back to Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Have it bounce around.
Yeah, fuck.
We don't need champions for months on hand.
No.
Pass that belt around.
It's nice to do it every once in a while. Have a nice long run. Like it's like anything else. There's an ebb and flow, right? So you did fucking 3, almost 4 years.
Yep.
Where Roman held that title. Okay. We don't need to do another 4 years of Rhodes holding the title.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, 1 full calendar year. Maybe lose it right after that. Sure. Or maybe lose it at WrestleMania. I don't know.
I mean, I think he should have lost it already. And then won it back.
I agree. I think he should have been at least a 2-time champ going into WrestleMania.
Yep.
But whatever.
Whatever. It is what it is. That's what they like to say.
I think that's it for AEW. Aside from just...
Oh, no, it's not. Feel the wrath of Harley Cameron!
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Yeah, let's do Harley Cameron because the next little bit is a little bit on the negative side. So yeah, let's Harley Cameron.
Harley Cameron.
I don't want to necessarily say she came out of nowhere, but it's kind of like Joe Hendry, where all of a sudden you're just like, say her name and she appears. I believe in Harley Cameron.
Drew called Joe a 10-year overnight sensation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate.
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
it's about time.
Harley Cameron, like we were talking about, kind of came up on my radar, and I was like, okay, yeah, she's attractive, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, like, wow.
You told me to check out Harley Cameron. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
When you say that, I know it's a wrestler.
Yeah.
Check out. Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I typed it.
You know what? That's actually kind of cool that you're just like I say, check out this chick, and you're just like, okay, wrestler. This is definitely not porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've never done that.
It's not a comic writer or something. Whenever it was like, check out, it's a wrestler.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I was like, okay, Harley Cameron, okay, AEW. That would be why I haven't seen her.
Yeah, which
I don't watch AEW.
Yeah.
And then like, her ignorant stuff is good, but then character work. But then I was like, oh, she looks familiar for some reason. Fuck. Those awesome videos that she did with Shotzi and Scarlett. Those three could fucking sing.
Wait. I don't know that. I thought you were going to talk, because wasn't she with Paige for a bit?
She might have been.
Soraya, sorry.
But no, she did two or three music videos.
Soraya is another one that's potentially done.
Oh, yeah.
I think, but hers is less...
I don't give a fuck.
Less of a release and more of a, like, she's just not re-signing.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't...
Honestly, yeah, whatever.
I was pumped when she came back. I was super pumped because I was a big fan, and even though, like, you know, she lived a life in between, I was like, man, like, fuck, right? Like, this is great. And then I don't know, it just kind of was, and then you know what it was? And then it was like, oh, right. Because I remember, even like when she first came to WWE, I remember thinking like, oh, she's good. But I wouldn't have like immediately put the belt on her.
No.
Good. You know?
It's funny because the movie about her I enjoy more than watching Paige.
Well,
It's a great movie.
To be fair,
It's a great movie.
Florence Pugh.
And Florence Pugh.
Okay.
Pew pew.
Yeah, like honestly.
Yeah.
I
think that's actually where I was like, oh, Florence Pugh. And then she started popping up everywhere. I was like, yes, give me more.
Yeah, no, that was probably one of the Midsummer actually. Even though I have not seen the movie, but I saw her in the trailer, and I was just like, who the fuck is that? And then I was like, Florence Pug. All right, whatever.
It's got to be Pug.
And then it was just like all of a sudden she's everywhere.
No, it's Pugh. Oh, that's way more fun.
Yeah, that's way better. That's way better.
I would do that.
And
I would do that.
But yeah, so Saraya.
Yeah.
I honestly, if she shows up in WWE, okay, fine, like whatever. But I don't think. I think it'll be one of those deals where she'll go, hey, so this is what they were paying me, and then they'll go, cool.
Here's a Legends contract. You're not going back in the ring.
Yeah. I mean,
we'll bring you out at the Rumble. You could be a surprise entrance.
You know, the other part, it's not even like she was a great promo either.
No.
You know, so like while I liked her, I remember almost immediately being like, yeah, and then like, oh, okay, all right,
yeah,
like AJ Lee, I thought was like, well, obviously, AJ Lee was, but she was also like hitting her prime at that point,
yeah.
right, but like,
I was surprised she didn't show up at the Rumble.
I wasn't. I mean, like, I know we talked about it, but I wasn't.
I was like, oh, Punk's trolling us again.
But I was like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see it at all. Actually, really, you know, because I feel like,
you know what, she's so happy doing what she's doing.
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like for her, that chapter's closed.
Yeah.
Right. Like, she got everything she wanted.
Yeah, which is fine.
Right. And what she's doing now is still, it's wrestling adjacent. Like, it's still part of it. She's still like doing what she wants to do, and so yeah, and fuck, like the reality is, now is probably the easiest time to be a wrestler because the amount that you work is significantly less than what you used to work, right?
Yeah,
but the pay is significantly better, right? So even though you're not working 355 days a year, your pay is either the same or more so.
Yeah.
Right? And there's more opportunity for money too, right? Like, and I'm not just saying OnlyFans, right? Mm-hmm, because that is a viable source of income, but it's also just like merch.
Yeah.
Just the contracts.
Merch.
Just the fact that like, and also like, well, like fuck, like the Young Bucks, like that was DIY bullshit, right? Like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so her coming back, I think would be a lot easier for her, you know. But, you know, her bit of work is part of that wrestling tapestry, right? Like that's part of the history. So she doesn't ever have to come back and you know, and maybe potentially taint the legacy, right?
All I know is that the women in all divisions are blowing away the men.
It's crazy.
In fact, if all the women from WWE and AEW and TNA and Japan and wherever just all quit and started up Glow again, I'd probably stop watching WWE and just watch Glow.
Yeah, it'd be really hard. It'd be really hard not to. But like, it's the level of talent. Period.
It's crazy.
It's
insane. Nuts.
Like, so now,
and women naturally have a better work ethic than men.
I think. Well, so they have to.
It doesn't surprise me that they're kicking ass in the ring.
Like,
it really doesn't.
You have to be better than the worst guy on the roster.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is.
Yeah.
Right? So, but like, and it's also, they're all not the same, right? Like, we've mentioned Athena plenty of times.
Yes.
We're all huge fans of Athena.
She
would never have had that run under Vince.
No.
You know? No. And that's another one. Like, say what you will about Monet, but she's bringing eyes. She is.
Just not mine.
Well, I will.
In fact, you know what?
Her last string of matches have just been steadily getting better and better. Like,
I'm finally going to watch one because she's fighting Harley Cameron.
Although, I want Harley to beat her.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
But yeah, so here's the thing I was gonna say about AEW.
Okay.
Okay. What the fuck is going on with the Death Raiders storyline? 6 months ago? Is that when it started? 6 months ago?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
it feels like
about that.
forever.
Yeah.
6 months ago,
I'd say it's 6 months.
it went from me going like, oh, okay, hold on.
Mhm.
This could be shifting the tide for them a little bit, because this
Yep.
could be like the big main event story, like the Bloodline. And now I'm like, what? So nothing happened? You have you're the champ, but you
Yeah.
don't see the belt.
No.
You're not defending it against anybody. No one seems like they're being elevated at all here. Nobody, not even the Death Raiders.
Mm-mm.
Like, we can shit on Jericho for the Jericho Vortex, because he has not built up anybody either.
Yep.
Although I do think that Big Bill does... Big Bill has benefited. I think he is benefited. Just no one else. Like, Hook. What happened to Hook?
I don't know.
Right? But
He's got in the way of Danhausen.
the Death Raiders are doing the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. And that started off being like, holy shit, this is cool. Like, this feels cool. This kind of felt like the Nexus, when they fucking just showed up and destroyed everything, where you're just literally like, what just happened here? Like, I know this is fake, but what just fucking happened here? That's what it
started
felt like.
Nexus and it became Retribution.
Yeah. Or the Core. Do you remember the Core? With 2 R's?
With 2 R's.
Oh. Or the CM Punk led Nexus. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, yeah. So, it's like now Moxley's at a point where I'm like, you're making it hard to like you. Like, sure, but the other part is, I thought this was a way to make AEW better, and yet you seem to only be feuding or working with former WWE guys.
Yeah. None of the new talent.
Right? Like, yeah, okay, FTR has been in AEW, I think, now longer than they were in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
But, come on. We know them as WWE guys.
Yeah.
Right? And, Cope? AEW is so fucked up that you have one of the greatest heels of all time, Christian Cage, and where is he now? What the fuck is he doing?
Probably in a corner laughing at Cope.
Like, what?
Cope.
I get it. Adam Copeland wasn't working for you.
Yep.
Edge, you wanted that single syllable word.
Why can't he be Edge?
It's probably owned by WWE.
They let Ricochet be Ricochet.
They let Ricochet be Ricochet after.
Well, can't they cut a deal now that Triple H is there? I'm sure they could.
I don't know. But, like, Cope?
Right.
Of all the fucking words?
Go by Adam. I'm Adam.
Yeah.
Cope is so stupid.
Like, and just so we're clear, Edge is stupid too.
Yeah.
Like, when you really think about it, all it is just like, it's because he's like almost over the edge.
Yeah.
He's edgy. Right? So you're like, okay, so you called him Edge, but it's still a dumb fucking name.
Yeah, isn't it?
Right? Sting? Sting is another dumb fucking name, okay? Like, there's lore and lineage behind it, right? Because they Scorpion, Splash, and Stinger, and
Sting.
Right? So, okay, fine, but it's still a dumb fucking name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, if Dr. Doom is going into New York and he's ready to destroy New York, and Sting shows up, like a superhero called Sting shows up, Doom, who never laughs, is laughing at Sting.
Yeah. While
he kills him. Like that.
But even then, Dr. Doom's a dumb name.
No, Dr. Doom's a great name. Okay? It's so great, they made a point of saying he had a PhD, so he really was a doctor, and his last name is Doom.
It's no Magneto, though.
No.
Get this. He's a magnet.
But
let's put an O on the end of it.
But that's the best part, though. If you didn't know it was pronounced Magneto, you wouldn't have called him that.
Magneto!
Because I called him Magneto.
Did you?
I did. I called him Magneto until I heard someone say Magneto, and it might even have been one of the cartoons.
You know, I was probably 90 animated series.
No, because he was in a cartoon, like the X-Men and the Pride or something like that. I thought he was in like one of those like
Really?
one-off cartoon type
Oh,
deals, cartoon
okay,
movie set. I could
okay.
have swore.
Well, maybe.
Regardless,
Yeah.
it might have been the cartoon, but I could have swore I might have just heard it. But anyway, regardless,
I don't remember how I pronounced it either. I might have said Magneto for a year or two.
Yeah, but like anyway, so wrestling in general
Yep.
is the most popular it's ever been, but it's in a really weird spot right now.
It is in a weird spot.
Part of it is because of WrestleMania, right? Like we're on the road to WrestleMania. The other part is because they wrapped up the biggest storyline
before WrestleMania.
but also they wrapped it up in like the most lackluster way possible.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't feel like the Bloodline story is finished because it doesn't feel finished to me.
Oh, also let's have The Rock come out and give hugs to Cody.
Yeah.
They could have had him come out, do his thing, not give the hugs to Cody, and we could have been sitting here going, Rock might still come back.
Yeah.
But we know that's not happening now.
And I mean, like, okay, you're going to give me this argument that was Dwayne Johnson, but then on NXT, that was the final boss?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fine.
Yep.
But then also, don't get pissy when people find out you're not going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, I honestly hope that is just, like, bullshit things that people are just saying, like, oh, he's really annoyed by this, and it's, like, it's just bullshit type of thing. Because
the way he signs on to things, he was not signed up on a movie for WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not at WrestleMania, even though you knew the fans would want you to be.
I mean, I thought we were building towards The Rock, the final boss, against Roman.
Yeah.
That's what I thought we were building towards. And then at
why
some
else did you come out of Bad Blood?
Or we were building towards The Rock, the final boss, versus Cody.
Yeah.
One of those two. I thought that
was one of the two.
One of the two. But I was
triple threat or
I was
something.
literally like, out of all of them, Rock versus Roman has to happen.
It had to
That's
be
the
Rock
one that
and Roman.
has to happen.
Yeah.
Okay? But now...
Never gonna happen.
But again, like I said, the Bloodline story is over.
It's over.
But it's like...
Or what? I don't know. Solo's apparently back now.
Well, Solo's back, but with Cody, which, okay. Okay. But that one.
That makes no sense, but all right.
Yeah. Like, I legit was happy to see him, but it was like, oh! And then I was like, oh, yeah, but we just did this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, he wants to take Roman's title, so Roman can't have it.
Okay, but...
I guess.
So who's...
I don't know, buddy.
Yeah.
I said I'm bitter.
It's a weird situation.
I feel like more people than ever are watching wrestling, and I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, why the fuck is Raw 2.5 hours every week?
Well, what I read was that...
I thought it was, we can go under, we can go over, we can do whatever we want.
Basically, what I read was that Triple H's feelings were that it was going to be... They were going to end it when it felt like the natural end point.
So on Raw, when Ray was getting attacked, was the right end point?
Or when... yeah, like... That's what yeah, you're right.
Like,
well, because that's a cliffhanger ending.
Not when they post the video on YouTube 10 minutes later.
Hold on. There's different ways that we consume, right?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, for me, I watch Raw.
Yep.
SmackDown. I've been starting to watch NXT more often now. I rarely look at WWE on YouTube. Unless I'm looking for, like, the WWE Vault.
Yeah.
That one. Then I'll look for matches. My YouTube feed is, like obviously wrestling adjacent and shit like that, too. But, like, I rarely watch the clips after the fact.
Oh, I'm the same way. I don't watch them at all anymore.
But, so, like, you used to be that way when you didn't watch as often.
Right.
Right? So,
but
it's also like...
Doesn't it feel weird, though, to get, like, an exclusive clip on YouTube that you think Netflix would have wanted?
Well, okay. I think what you're doing is you're approaching this logically.
I'm too smart to be a wrestling fan, I guess.
Well, no, because you are a wrestling fan, so on some level, you're dumb. You're fucking stupid, okay?
There's a little redneck in me.
Yeah, it's just, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But, and I'm no better. Just so we're clear,
Yeah,
I'm no better.
no better.
But like, yeah, I don't know. The only Triple H has done a lot in the last 2 years that I'm like, I'll sit through this. I'll sit through this. This is fine. I have rage watched for years.
Yeah.
For years, I was rage watching
You did.
WWE.
You
So
did.
I'm okay with this. I'm not thrilled.
It feels very directionless right now.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. It feels like, well, you said it. It
You got
feels
more
like
players than ever, and they're all fucking doing nothing.
it's a Phase 4 MCU where you're just like,
that one stuck. Let's keep that.
yeah,
Oh, that one fell.
We don't really
we won't
know
keep that shit.
what we're doing. But the plan was always for Jay to win the Rumble. But
Totally.
But we, like, yeah, and I don't know. But even still, like, to be fair though, this WrestleMania was always going to be a hard follow up.
Not if it was Rock and Roman.
Actually, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no, yeah.
It would have been a perfect follow-up.
I got nothing else to say. You're right.
Rock really
you're
fucked
right.
a lot up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like,
yeah.
You know what? And if it's a situation where physically he just can't justify doing a 10-minute match,
fine.
Okay, just say it.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Don't, like...
Rock's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well, I'm going to assume his career's over.
Yeah, well...
Because other than Rey Mysterio, no one else has kept going on.
And even, I think Rey actually said, like, in retrospect, he wished he didn't do that.
Yeah.
He wished...
It's weird.
Yeah, I think he said, like, I kind of wish I would have done it like, when I retire type of thing. Which makes sense. Because I have to agree, it is weird to be in the Hall of Fame when you're still active.
Yeah.
You know? And also at that level, too. Like, it's...
He's crazy active.
Like, he's
on almost every week.
He's lost a step, for sure. But
he's still 4 steps ahead of a lot of guys.
Yeah, well, it's like AJ Styles. AJ Styles is... I'm happy to see him back. I'm
so happy to see
he
him
also
back.
looks like he's kind of in a position where he can kind of dovetail to 2D. Like, I honestly...
Yep.
I want him to beat Braun for the title.
Oh, me too.
Just clear, just beat
Me
him.
too.
Simple as that.
Yep.
And do the same thing that, like, Braun lost to Jey Uso. Like, he just lost because he just didn't see it coming. He's great. He's better than most of the guys, but he's still also a fucking rookie. So he's going to do things and make mistakes that a rookie makes. That's fine. You know? But I don't want him to immediately beat him back for the title. I kind of want... Like, I'm done with AJ winning the title, like the main title. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I think it's done.
Which...
There's just too many guys now.
And... I mean, he got injured the day he came back.
I feel so bad for him.
Oh, God, that was... I actually was like, please be at work. Please be at work. Please be bullshit.
But you could tell
but
by
I knew
his
it
face.
wasn't.
Like,
I knew it.
He was mad. He was sad.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
fuck yeah. But I'm happy to see him back. I want to see how different his style is, because he's even bigger now than when he came back the last time.
Yeah.
And he was fucking huge when he came back the last time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
But that's I'm in the same boat as you. I'm watching. I'm not as I actually know we're about the same level of disappointment. It's just a weird time.
It's weird.
Because last year was must see. That's what I said. Last year, it's
hard to come off of that.
Was okay. But even up until recently,
yep.
Up until Raw Netflix,
yep.
It was still like, okay. Then the first episode of Raw Netflix, I was like, okay. I mean, it was, some of those matches were okay.
Yeah. Plus, they're doing Saturday Night Main Event every month now. So that's taken away a lot of matches from WrestleMania.
Yeah, I thought that was just...
I thought it was a one and done in January
or
December.
Thought too. I thought it was a one and done, sort of a nostalgia thing to just kind of appease NBC for whatever, their contract, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But now it's a regular thing, and they're trying to make it a big deal, but at the same time, it's not a big deal. So it's like, why do I care? Why?
Right.
Like, I didn't even watch the last one.
Good.
That's right. Yeah.
God awful.
And that's what you told me. You're like, yeah, you didn't miss.
Yeah, it's 4 title matches, and it's not going to change hands for anyone. So
fuck. Anyway, so overall, I want it to be better. Obviously, match quality is through the roof. I can't complain there.
Yeah.
Like there's like at least there's that. Like I'm still, and also there's still bright spots. Like I mean, Chelsea is slowly getting that cabinet going, so that's happening. Piper, I really don't want them to tease the breakup right now.
Yep.
But they've done it a couple of times already, and I'm just like, don't do it, don't do it.
It's gonna come.
Stretch it out though.
Stretch it out.
Give it like
100%.
6 months to a year.
Yeah. And there's a lot of great women there to compete for in the meantime.
Oh yeah, and also like have Lyra defend that fucking title.
Oh. So, like
she's so good, and she's so young.
So good. And then you put her, instead of having her defend it, you put her in a Elimination Chamber match, and then you have her lose that clean to Bayley. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, she should be losing clean to Bayley. That's not surprising.
Why even have it though?
Yeah,
that's your IC champ.
Yeah, it's yeah. You're right though. Like it's like
the booking is so garbage right now.
I'm not gonna say it's garbage. It's bad, and it's been bad for a little while.
Bad.
It's actually been getting worse. It's been getting worse.
Oh man, I'm at the point where I'm like, I want Triple H to go back to NXT, and I want Shawn Michaels to run Raw for a while. Because NXT's been so much better.
Yeah, NXT actually has.
It's been so much better.
The only thing I'm not, because like I don't see it for a lot of the guys that they see it with.
Yeah.
Like Pillman Jr.
Oh yeah. And that's a weird title too, a cup.
That I don't mind. That's an NXT UK holdover. I don't mind that so much. But it's
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see it either.
But it's also was it Tony D'Angelo?
Yep.
I don't really.
I've never liked
even
Tony
the gimmick.
D'Angelo.
I don't even like.
The gimmick is done. If you got rid of the gimmick, maybe, but the gimmick is just so dumb. But Omafemi has the world title, so.
Yeah. So, yeah, but also the way. Well, that shit with A-Town Down Under was awesome. That was great.
Yep.
They might actually be still teasing the split up between the two of them, which
maybe one day will happen.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Obafemi, obviously. Great.
Oh yeah, Obafemi's so good.
This 4-way with Julia, Cora,
yep,
Bayley, Roxanne. That is going to be crazy good.
Oh, it's going to be a great match.
Crazy good. Who eats the pin, though?
Is that this weekend?
I believe so.
Vengeance Day?
I think so, yeah. I think you're right.
I got to fucking watch it this weekend now.
But who do you think takes the pin? Like, obviously, Julia retains.
Bayley's taking it.
You think Bayley's taking the pin?
Yeah.
Huh. I actually thought it was going to be Cora because of Perez. And then we sort of, we get Julia versus Bayley.
Perez is on Raw, though, on Monday. So unless Cora's getting called up, too, to fuck over Perez's shot at Elimination Chamber.
Well, I'm of the belief that Cora is, like, she's getting called up any second now. That's my gut feeling tells me she's any second now. Well, I mean, aside from winning the title, like, and even then, like, does she really need to win the title?
No. I was saying last year at this time that Cora should get called up.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I've been saying it for a while,
and I've just recently been like converted. Like,
and I was also like, and you were right when you said not quite yet. But I was like, Soul Ruckus should get called up.
But yeah, no. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll say this because we were talking about Zara, and I maintain. I think the reason why she's going this route with NXT is because she hasn't been wrestling as long as the rest of them. Right? Like, Vicar and Julia.
Yeah, no, they're more seasoned for sure.
Like, they're definitely just sticking around in NXT just to get the WWE audience acclimated to them.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's really no language barriers between either of them.
Oh,
they both cut
talking great English.
Pretty decent promos.
Yep.
Right? Their styles are distinct enough, but they're awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do think that Vicar will stop doing the Charlotte knees because Charlotte's back now.
Ah,
which I kind of hope that Charlotte lets her have it because she looks awesome doing it.
Yeah.
Like it looks awesome. Flair doing it didn't look as good, but whatever. But yeah, Sol Ruca, no, not yet. Not yet. She's
great though.
She is great, and she's getting better. Like,
but I think
I went from not liking that finisher, like questioning that finisher.
finisher's awesome.
Like visually, it looked cool, but I was like, yeah, but how could you? And then all of a sudden, it was out of nowhere, and then I was like, okay,
yeah, you
got me. Yep. And also, it's looking better and better now.
Yeah, it's like Liv Morgan's, right? Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, but now it's looking like there, because like when she first starts doing it, it's incredibly scripted. Like because there has to be perfect, right?
Yep.
Where now, because of course she's getting it from all these different angles. Now it's like Orton. Like it's becoming
out of nowhere.
It's becoming second nature. I did say I do think that she needs to tweak her character a bit. I will say, not necessarily. Like if she is a babyface when they call her up, I don't think she has to tweak her character.
I don't think so.
No. If they're gonna bring her up as a heel, 100% tweak that fucking character.
Oh yeah.
She cannot do that gimmick and be a heel. It's not like Matt Riddle, because Matt Riddle, I think, because there's people that just don't like him.
Yeah.
Because like he's that bro douchebag type. Yeah, right. So immediately you're like, ugh. So, but
I was never really a Riddle fan until his promo with Seth. His promo and that whole thing with Seth, that's where I was like,
well, so
that was fucking good.
That was because
and real.
When he was called up,
yeah,
Vince A didn't like him, B didn't get the gimmick.
Yeah.
So he was just like, oh, so he's a pothead.
Mm.
So he just made him do pothead stuff.
Right.
But also that promo for why he wrestles bare feet. Do you remember that one?
Not quite.
Frostbite, I think it was, something like that. So the reverse happened. So the reason why he doesn't wear anything is because if he did, his feet would get really sore and sweaty and stuff like that. So it's better this way or something like that.
Okay.
And I remember just being like,
that's what you came up with?
Nobody in UFC explains why they wrestle barefoot.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't come up in conversation.
I have better balance with those shoes.
It's just like, fuck. He was a fighter.
Yeah.
Like a legit fighter. Mm-hmm. That's his gimmick. A legit fighter. Anyway.
I'm a fan of Bloodsport. That alone would have been like, oh, Kumite.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so like overall, yeah, I feel the same way. I want it to be better. I want it to make more sense.
Yep.
I want it to be less TKO handling and more just let them cook. Right?
Yeah.
And same with AEW. I want, like, Tony Khan, I feel, needs to get a head booker.
Yep.
He needs to get, like, a Scott D'Amore.
Been saying that for years.
You know, or, like, I mean, you got fucking Don Callis on the roster.
There you go.
And he was working with TNA.
Yep.
With Scott D'Amore. And then he stopped because of the AEW stuff, so well, why not? Why? Oh, Jeff Jarrett. You got fucking Jeff Jarrett.
There it is.
Okay? Like...
I just feel like he's a rich kid playing with his toys.
Well, he is.
You gotta hire a pro.
He is, but it's like... And also, like, I don't know, maybe get different script writers, like story writers. Maybe phase some of them out.
Yep. Because,
I mean, for fuck's sakes, MJF is no longer MJF. Like, like now I'm like, okay, so if in 2-3 years when his contract's up, is WWE even going to want him?
I know.
Like, are they even going to look at him and go, actually, yeah, no, we have to have him.
He's cooled down a lot.
He's ice cold.
Yep. And
not in that cool Outcast way.
Nope.
It's like AEW general is just...
Before he re-signed, he was steaming hot.
Steaming
could have got a deal.
Steaming hot. In fact, he was red hot right up until he stopped. Right up until Adam Cole came back.
Yes, that's right.
Because Adam Cole was supposed to be the heel.
Yeah,
but MJF was the heel that put him out in the first place.
Yeah.
So
None of it makes sense.
And Adam Cole is not the Adam Cole that he was in NXT.
There's no more baby.
Yeah, he's too banged up. I think he would benefit from taking just a year or two off. Like Tegan Knox, I read somewhere that she's just kind of she's giving herself like 2-year window. So in 2 years, if she still wants to do wrestling, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
She's just gonna fucking go full bore into it. I think Adam Cole's got to do the same.
I think so too.
Him and her are kind of in the same boat where like when she was signed, I was like, fuck yes, this is gonna be great. And it was. So she got injured.
Yep.
And then got injured again, got sick and all this other shit. Like so, and it's the same with Cole. Like Cole was a huge signing for them. The Undisputed was awesome. And then don't get me wrong, I'm glad he didn't go main roster. Like I'm glad he was just like, thanks for the offer, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Because he would have died a horrible death.
Oh, 100%. Oh yeah.
But now he's kind of dying a horrible death. So, but hey, Tessa Blanchard's back. Anyway, thank you so much for sitting around for this 100% wrestling talk.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. Like I said, it's Chris Mercier. It's Kenneth Levitsky. We're Geek Pants. We're on wherever we're at.
I'm so happy you're doing it again.
Like wherever we are, that's where we are. And wherever you are, that's where you are. We love all of you so much. Thank you for everything. And laters on the Minjay.